Hello everyone, my name is Khagram from Radiant Lotus, and we're here bringing you another episode of Journey to Enlightenment. And with me today I have someone who's very special for me because he's one of my spiritual teachers, Master Francisco Quintero. So welcome, Master Quintero.
Hello, Ela. How are you?
I'm very, very good.
And I'm happy to be here with each of you and with you, Ela.
Wonderful. It is so humbling for us, for you to be here with us and give us a few insights and a little bit of a view into your world as well, for each of us to learn something.
Thank you. I have been on the spiritual journey for about 15 years now. I met Master Shah, who is my spiritual teacher and father, in 2001. And at that time in my life, I was a mathematics teacher, actually. And I was teaching mathematics at a middle school teacher in California. So I was teaching to 13, 14-year-olds. And what happened is I got high blood pressure. And I was about the age of 27, 28 at that time. And the doctors told me that I may have to go into medication. And I saw my mom suffering from high blood pressure and all of the medicine that they were giving her, and they were not able to control her blood pressure. So that's when I started to read all sorts of books on alternative medicine, healing, spirituality. And that sort of began my journey of opening a new door in my life.
Wow, it's so interesting, isn't it? Sometimes we need a little bit of an uphill struggle sometimes, if we want of a better word,
yes,
to allow us to open up a door to stuff. So is that, do you feel, was that the point where you started to look at?
That's exactly the point where I started to think differently and to find another solution for what I was going through. And what happened is that I read just hundreds of books on alternative healing, food, health, spirituality. But one day I was at a coffee shop and I looked up and then I saw a flyer and it said, Qigong for healing, Patricia Smith, heal from all these different conditions. And then I said, well, maybe this will work for me. And it was in my hometown, which was in Watsonville, California. It's in the Monterey Bay area. So I started to go to her class. It was a small group. There was about 6 or 7 of us. And she was teaching us how to do Qigong. And she had healed herself from cancer. And what I didn't realize is she was actually a student of Master Shah. She was actually an assistant teacher at that time. And the Qigong worked for me to relax me. It was very good for relaxation and just for feeling good overall health. But it did not heal my high blood pressure. But then she started to show us these movements like this. I Zhou, I Zhou, I Zhou, I Zhou, I Zhou, I Zhou. So she was showing us how to use these different number sounds, hand positions for healing. And she learned that from Master Shah. And she came to class very excited to teach us all this information. So she was my gateway into meeting Master Shah.
So it's wonderful. There's really no nothing's a coincidence, really, is it?
Yes.
Everything is synchronized. So with that healing, I mean, Izhou is obviously Mandarin numbers, aren't they?
Correct. It's a number sound in Mandarin Chinese, and the significance is the sound E, which represents number 1, vibrates, stimulates the cells in the head area. So when you have high blood pressure, there's too much energy in the head. So you get headaches and all sorts of other things. So there's too much energy in the head. And the sound Zhou, number 9, vibrates the abdominal area where we need energy.
Right.
That's where our life force is at. So that number sound E, Zhou, is moving the energy from the head to the lower abdomen. And that's what helps to ground you. It helps to promote energy flow in the body. And that's actually when healing starts to happen in the body. And using that practice, which is in the Soul, Mind, Body Medicine book of Master Sha, I did that practice for 1 year, for 1 hour per day, and I was able to stabilize, maintain my blood pressure.
Wow, that is so amazing.
So that began my first journey with Master Sha, and my first journey in using an alternative healing method to heal myself.
So it's amazing. So would I be correct in saying that actually you weren't seeking enlightenment, but you were seeking to heal?
Correct. I was only on the path to, I had a sickness, and I did not want to go the traditional way, and that began my journey to a spiritual journey.
Wow, so wonderful. It's so wonderful when you hear stories like this. And you know, when we think about the healing process, actually the healing process allows us to be in a better space, isn't it?
Correct.
Would you associate that with an enlightenment? What exactly is your definition of enlightenment from this?
Okay, so what is enlightenment? So many people, they believe or they understand that we have a body soul, and that is the soul that reincarnates lifetime after lifetime, learns lessons, it grows, it develops spiritually, gains wisdom, knowledge, has a lot of different experiences, okay? And the soul, it resides in our lower abdomen, or it resides in one of our chakras, our energy centers of the body, okay? So there's 7, for those of you who are not familiar. There's 7 chakras within the body, in the core of the body. For a normal human being, your soul resides in one of the first 3 lower ones, okay? When you reach enlightenment, your soul actually begins to grow, to expand with the more service that you offer, the more virtue that you gain from heaven. Virtue is all the good deeds that you do. And then when the soul reaches the heart chakra, that is when the soul has reached enlightenment. It has gained enough good virtue that it now can sit and reside in the heart chakra. When this happens, it's actually like the beginning of your spiritual journey. Now your soul, the qualities of love, forgiveness, compassion, light, they have reached a higher state, or higher. We all have love, we all have compassion, but it has reached a higher level of purity of love, so that it becomes more unconditional. So your soul now begins to radiate more love, more light, and your soul wants to dedicate its life to helping others, to make them happier or healthier. And so that's like the beginning of the enlightenment journey, is when your soul has reached the heart chakra.
Wow, so wonderful. And I know that I've read somewhere that 80% of humanity, they're stuck in the lower 3 chakras.
Correct.
Is that right?
About 85% of humanity, your soul resides in one of the first 3 lower chakras. 15%, it's either in the heart chakra or above. A very high level spiritual being will have their soul above their head. If you ever meet a soul like that, you know that this soul is very special and rare. Like
Master Sha, which his energy is so pure, isn't it? And I know that in the last workshop, I heard him speak about the 10 Das. Can you elaborate a little bit on the 10 Das?
Yes. The 10 Da qualities represents qualities that will help our soul to grow, to develop, in order for us to reach the highest levels of enlightenment. If we want to grow in the spiritual journey, we need to develop these 10 Da qualities. The word Da simply means greatest in Mandarin Chinese. Okay. So they are the 10 greatest qualities. We all know the first one because it's love. The greatest love, Da-I. So we all need to be able to develop the quality of love, to be able to bring love into our families, our relationships with our partners, families, friends, even with our colleagues, or even the love that we show to our pets and our home, everything. So everything and everyone needs love. So, and the more that we open and develop our love, the one that we open our heart and soul to give and receive love, then we are helping to grow in the spiritual journey. It's actually, love is like the healing energy of the universe.
So true. There's a wonderful story that, I often share, which I read, and I thought, wow, this was so profound. When we talk about love, everybody feels they're loving, but it's about the unconditional one. There was and this is a story about a man who was cementing outside a school, and as he was cementing, he was like saying to a passerby, "Oh, isn't it wonderful hearing the sound of children? I just love children. I just love them. Our life would be so worthless without children." And then the bell rang, and all the children ran out of the school, and they went all over his wet cement. and the man was so angry, and he stood up and he said, "You naughty children, what have you done?" So we're not talking about that kind of love, really, are we?
The Da'ai represents the greatest love, which is actually unconditional love.
Right.
It's the highest level of love that we can develop in our spiritual journey. And all of us can develop the purity of our love higher and higher and higher. Because maybe we love our family, friends, but there's maybe one or two people that just push our buttons.
Yeah.
So we have to develop the love to embrace awe.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds really easy, on the philosophy side of it, but is it that easy for people to really release all this and really move into the state of enlightenment? So
all humans have the possibility of moving into the state of enlightenment.
Right.
And it's what Master Sha teaches, is that everyone and everything has that possibility. So Master Sha focuses on empowerment. You have the power to enlighten yourself. And by doing the practices, you will be able to go through the steps that will one day allow you to reach a state of soul enlightenment. So there's different stages of enlightenment. Really, the first stage is to have your soul enlightened, but then there's also the mind and the body to follow. Okay, so there's different stages, but everyone can do that. So by practicing the 10 Da qualities, especially the first one, which is Da'ai, the rest really will follow from there. But applying love in every aspect of your life, loving your physical body. When you have sickness and pain, for example, we often complain about our body. Oh, my knee hurts. We complain a lot about our physical body if we are suffering, rather than sending it love. Our body also it's like a system of souls. Our heart has a soul. Our brain has a soul, our knee has a soul, our spinal column has a soul, and they also want love. So the more that we love our physical body, the more that these blockages will melt away that are causing us to suffer. Same thing in our relationships.
So really, we are the makers and creators of our own destiny, aren't we? We can change the part of our life, and even if somebody's not consciously seeking enlightenment, aren't we all really seeking the one goal?
On the soul level, all souls are seeking to grow and to develop. So yes, all souls would like to reach soul enlightenment. It's just part of the nature of the soul to purify and to be uplifted.
And I guess that's where the mind blockages come in. Oh, I don't want that. I need this. Oh, I don't want this. And so the mind is stopping the soul really, raising.
Correct. I would say all humans, or many humans, have negative mindsets, negative beliefs, ego, attachments that not only block us related to enlightenment, but they block us in our relationships, they block us in our work, they block us in our worthiness, our self-love, they block us in our finances and how we do business. So really the mind, it blocks, or can block every aspect of life. So we need to purify also the mind, remove and transform all of this negativity of the mind so that we can be more flexible in the mind, have creativity of the mind, so that our mind is not squared in like a box, so that we can be more abundant.
Wow.
I guess is the best word to use.
Yes, it's all so exciting. I know Master Sha has really, really, allowed humanity to feel the essence of soul healing and soul healing miracles, how, miracles can happen and we can create miracles in our life. So if I was to ask you, for our audience today, three things that they could do now so they can actually move into this space of healing their soul, because that's right?
Yes.
Master Sha says heal the soul first,
yes,
and everything else follows. So what are three bits of snippets, I guess, if you would give somebody?
Okay, great. Well, let me just do a very short, it's called Say Hello Healing. It's very simple. Maybe it's not 3 snippets, but it's actually the best thing you can do for a new person. Let's take an example of the heart. Okay, we can place our one hand on our lower abdomen, one hand on our heart.
And does it matter which hand?
It doesn't matter. It could be like this or like this.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Say hello. Healing is to say hello to the soul. So we'll use example of the heart. We want to heal our heart. And we only say hello. So repeat after me. Dear soul, mind, and body of my heart.
Dear soul, heart, mind, and body of my heart.
I love you.
I love you.
You have the power to heal yourself.
You have the power to heal yourself.
Do a good job.
Do a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And repeat it together, you and I.
Okay.
Dear soul, mind, and body of my heart, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. Dear soul, mind, and body of my heart, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. Dear soul, mind, and body of my heart, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. Okay, how means perfect, get well. Simple practice is called Say Hello Healing, where you just offer love to a part of the body. In this case, we use the heart. But if you had back pain, you would hold your hand in the back, one hand in the abdomen. Dear soul, mind, and body of my spinal column, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. So wherever you're suffering, one hand on that part of the body, one hand on the abdomen, and send love and light to that area. It's the best short little practice that anyone can do.
So beautiful. That was so beautiful, so simple. And I hope you really enjoyed that. And so, Master Francisco, if somebody was to want to embark on this journey and to learn more, where would you advise them to find this information?
I would advise everyone to go to Dr. Sha's website, because it's filled with information, filled with practices, filled with teachings, wisdom, knowledge, and just to be on that website is a blessing. But you could go to drsha.com and you could learn more about who this beautiful teacher is, bringing love to humanity and empowering humanity to heal themselves and to spread love, peace, and harmony on Mother Earth.
Wow, wonderful. I am so looking forward to my journey with you, because, so much in my life has changed ever since I've met you and ever since I've met Master Sha. And I hope that this can really empower you to grow in your journey as well, because let's face it, if we have blocks in our life, only we can understand that we have the blocks, and healing can happen. We can heal. So be empowered to heal. And I'll add the link for mastersha.com on this video, and please have a look, get in touch, and we look forward to the next series. This is a wonderful journey, and I hope that you've got something profound out of this, and I always do, because we always get something, more, the more we listen to things like this. So thank you very much for everyone watching, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Master
thank you.
Francisco. So